Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to my live stream. It has been, I don't know, maybe a little over a week since I did a live stream, and I have definitely missed you guys. I have been recording a fair bit of content in the background. I've released some of those as part of, I think I've released 3 or 4 videos this week, so I've been on a little bit of a tear, but I've also been recording some other really cool stuff that I hope to bring to you guys' attention. So I have a large stack of things that are starting to pile up here, books that I've ordered that have come in, but then I've also received a couple of AOKs and also some original artwork from some people. And so I wanted to go live today, kind of impromptu, to at least open up a couple of the AOKs that have arrived over the last couple of days. So hopefully some additional people will get here and we will actually jump into that. What I will do while I allow people a few moments to join is I want to do a quick update on the 100 subscribers contest that I'm sponsoring. I announced this contest on, I think it was October 5th that I actually announced it. I did another update video on October 9th, I think. And people have really been responding. I actually set up a playlist on my channel for people to be able to go and actually watch these wonderful videos that other YouTubers have been creating in response to this contest announcement. And if you haven't watched those, my announcement, basically I'm doing a contest that I'm giving away some money for people to be able to buy, you know, whatever it is that they want to buy for themselves as part of their collection. But what I asked people to do was to answer one question. And the question is, why do you collect? And the guys that have responded thus far have responded incredibly well. I have not watched so many heartfelt, honest and raw videos in a very long time. I mean, these guys are laying out why they buy comics and why they collect. And not one of them has anything to do with money. And they are about the conversations that they have about comics. It is about the conversations that they remember from their childhood as it relates to a comic book or a character. It is about, the collecting for them is about staying grounded. The collecting is about escaping, you know, reality. It is about being able to have something that you own and you love and you appreciate. And it's about having something that you can pass on to your kids. I mean, these guys are honestly killing it, killing the response to the question. And it is really fun to watch. If you have not watched these videos, I highly encourage you to take a couple of moments and check these videos out, because they are some incredible videos by some awesome guys. So I'm gonna get caught up here real quick. It looks like a lot of people have joined since I've been doing this little dialogue here. So Comic Corpse, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Brett, it is good to see you. Cosmic Playing Comics, hey brother, it's good to see you. Love the new name. Marvel Joe is here. TJ Watson is in the house. DS Comics is here. It is good to see all of you guys, man. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat, everybody. It is always cool to do these live chats. I really do have a lot of fun doing these. I've been, you know, a little stressed with the work stuff, and then I've also been recording some videos in the background for release over the next coming days, so stay tuned for that. I hope to also be going live maybe tomorrow. My younger sister's in town, but I hope to be able to get, you know, 30 minutes or so to come in here and do a live stream for you guys on Friday night. So stay tuned for that. Rag718, it's good to see you. Los, how you doing? It is good to see you guys. So if you guys know, if you watch my last 3 videos, you know that I did that whole video series on you know, what was Uncle thinking. I just got an update literally 15 minutes ago. They have found in the collection X-Men #2 and also Daredevil #1. They are finding some awesome Silver Age books. And I'm telling you, from the photos that they sent me, these have to be two of the best Silver Age books I've seen in a very long time. Basic bag and board setup, but just gorgeous X-Men #2, gorgeous Daredevil #1. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. They would look awesome on the Wall of Truth. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm gonna say it. They would look awesome on the Wall of Truth. But honestly, I am super happy for the family for having found these amazing books in that collection. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't watched those videos, What Was Uncle Thinking? 3-part mini series. Go watch it. It's a lot of fun. All right. DS Comics, how you doing, brother? Yeah, we are going to do RB3. How you doing? No, RB3. It is not X-Men #2 from the 90s. No, even though that is a good book. No, it is the original X-Men #2, brother. Killing the game. Let me tell you. John's Comics with Kids. How you doing? There is a lot of debate and discussion with the family about what they intend to do with the books. You know, I don't push people to do anything. If people ask me my opinion, I give my opinion, I give guidance, I give assistance, but I never tell people what to do. And I know you're not saying that, John, so I'm not taking it that way. But I don't know what the family is going to do, but I have offered them several suggestions, including one today, with what they could do with that very large collection, because there are a lot of options available to them. And whatever decision they make, I'm sure that it's going to be the right decision for them. And if I'm a part of that, great. If I'm not, it'll be what it'll be. I couldn't be happier to have just had the opportunity to go and see that collection. Because I mean, I still have a stupid grin on my face. Every time I think about it, I get a stupid grin on my face, and I hope that never goes away. So it is good to see you guys. Definitely good to see you guys. So let's open a couple of boxes. I have a stack of stuff, honestly, guys, that has been coming in over like the last week and a half. I haven't opened any of it. There's some original art here. There's some things from the UK. There is stuff that I bought with eBay bucks. I mean, there is just a ton of stuff over here. I'm going to get to that stuff. Some of it hopefully this weekend. I'm sorry, hopefully on Friday, and then maybe even this weekend I'll do some live shows. But what I wanted to do for this one, and it'll be a brief live stream, I do believe. I want to actually show and unbox a couple of AOKs that I've received. One of them is from another YouTuber who, you know, I really like. He sent me something. I don't really know what it is. I think I have an idea of what it is because of a video that he recorded today in response to my contest. So I think I know, but I don't know. So we'll see. Los is saying, don't be selfish, spread the love. Steve Waterman, how you doing, brother? Los, what I will tell you, brother, is that the reason that the family came to me is because they watch this channel. And as someone who watches this channel, they also read what happens on this channel. So, they are paying attention to everything that is being said. So maybe the love will be spread. I honestly don't know. I cannot speak on their behalf. And I know you're just joking. So only time will tell what happens with all this stuff, you know? All right. Yeah, man. And the thing is, Brett's saying here, he's saying I rule. He said, I'm sure you gave them great suggestions. My thing is, man, I just try to help people where I can, you know, and at the end of the day, it's like the stuff with fitness, right? If someone comes to me and asks me a question about how to get in shape, you know, I'm going to ask you, you know, what are you doing right now? Like, how are you training? How are you eating? How much are you eating? How much are you exercising? And then once I have that, then I'll give you a couple of things to think about, right? That to me is what my job is, right? It's like, if I'm going to be out here and if I'm going to say that I'm, you know, part of this community, I'm going to offer some advice if it's asked. I try not to give people my opinions if they don't ask me, but if they ask me, I'm going to tell you what I think. So this right here is a large FedEx box that arrived a couple of days ago from, I won't say who yet. I'll say that it's a YouTuber. And inside is this. And it's not very heavy. I don't even know how many pounds this is. It's not very heavy at all. But let's open this thing up. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have. couple of paper clips holding things in place, large enough that I could hide behind. Let's see what this is. All right. Oh, check that out. That's cool. That's cool. All right, so there is a note inside. I'm not going to read the note, but the gist of the note is a part response to my contest around why you collect comics, right? Because that's the question. Why do people collect comics? And the response here is that the person loves comics because they enjoy drawing, they enjoy studying art, and they enjoy actually putting pen to paper to actually draw comic book action figures or comic book characters. And this person is a self-taught artist who put together a very awesome sketch for me featuring some awesome characters from Spider-Man's world. So here we go. We've got a really cool sketch here of some characters. There's Spider-Man in the middle, there's Rhino, there's Doc Ock, there's Electro, the Sandman's back there. Mysterio's down there. This is really cool. And I think that's a shocker down here in the bottom. That is really cool. So this is an awesome AOK from another YouTuber who sent this to me because they know that I love Spider-Man. And I recently opened some original art from another amateur artist. And so this person sent this to me. This is very cool. I don't have an artistic bone in my body. And so anyone that has some talent to be able to draw, to me, is awesome, man. I have an uncle. My uncle can draw like nobody's business. And we always jokingly say he sucked up all the talent in the family because none of us got any. And I wish I had the talent to be able to draw something like this. So this was actually done by Tony Sanders, awesome YouTuber who's putting out some great content. He oftentimes features we got the spider sense going on there. That's cool. He oftentimes does videos with his son in the background, which I think is awesome. He did a really cool video earlier today talking about how he is a self-taught artist that learned to draw by looking at the artwork in books and then practicing it. And what's really cool is that he's gone on to pass those talents or that desire to be able to draw on to his children, which I think is really awesome. Because again, I have no talent, right? But this is awesome. Tony Sanders, if you are watching this, brother, either now live or on playback, I say thank you for this. I absolutely appreciate this act of kindness. This is very cool. So thank you, brother. You know, it is, to me, it is always humbling when someone takes a moment to send me something. And it doesn't matter how small it might be. It doesn't matter how large it is. You know, I absolutely appreciate it. You know, my mother used to say when I was a kid, don't buy me a car, make me a card. And because it's about the gesture of someone doing it that makes it really, really awesome. So I absolutely appreciate it. So Brett is saying nice art there. Bake the Snake, welcome to the chat. It's good to see you, bro. Yeah, John's Comics with Kids is saying that his Why I Collect was great. It is. That second part where he was talking about, you know, his connection to Rob Liefeld and how Rob welcomed him, you know, signed that card, signed his book, took the photo with his kid. And he was like, I don't care what anybody says about Rob Liefeld. Rob is all right with me. And it's like, sometimes you just have to accept people for how they treat you, not necessarily for the reputation that they may have, because maybe they're not as bad as what people say. So yeah, his video was awesome. John, your video was awesome, brother. Yours was one of the first that I watched, and your video was touching, man. It really was. It was a solid video. Every single video that I've watched so far that someone has put out has really touched me. And I applaud every one of you guys for taking the time to do that. And what was really cool is that a couple of the guys did the video, and what they committed to is to use the money for some purpose other than buying themselves a book, which I thought was fascinating. White Whale did a really good video. He wore a tank top, because he was rocking the Regie look, so he was rocking the tank top, so that was really cool. I got a kick out of White Whale's video. So if you watch his video, because his sense of humor to me is awesome. But he is going to donate, if he wins, his money to the Comic Book Defense Fund, which I think is great, right? I didn't even know there was a Comic Book Defense Fund, but Shoutout is actually going to use the proceeds to buy children's books for his daughter, comic books, so that he and his daughter can continue to share in the hobby of collecting comics. So it's just, you know, a couple of these guys have really impressed me, not just with the video that they put out, but also what they intend to do with the prize money if they are indeed a winner. So just solid stuff, solid stuff. Here, let me get caught up real. Steve Waterman is saying John's video was really good. Yes, it was. Thanatos, welcome to the chat, brother. It's good to see you. Taking advantage of Walking Dead Sunday. I have no clue what that means. I have no clue what that means. I haven't watched Walking Dead in a very, very long time. White Whale has some good videos. Yes, he does. He really does have some solid videos. I enjoy his videos. I'm blowing the money on hats if I win. Pages, Films, and Plastic. One of Bueller's. Hey, brother, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, man. Yeah, Bueller hooked me up. There was a huge influx of people when Bueller did his video for me. Huge influx of people that put me over the top with 1,000 subs, and I am very appreciative of Bueller. Speaking of Bueller, Thanatos, who is here, Thanatos actually received my community project the other day. He did a live stream, showed the two books, the two blank cover sketch variants. I guess he signed them or did whatever he did. They're actually en route to Bueller right now. Bueller's going to get them, and I think he's then going to be sending them to RB3. So RB3, those will hopefully be coming your way in about a week or so. So look for that, brother. All right, so let's pop open this next box and see what we have in here. But yeah, definitely a warm welcome to all the folks that follow Bueller, or subscribe to Bueller, I should say, that join the channel. You guys are always welcome over here. So let's check this out. Oh, wow. That's cool. I don't know if you can see the back. Well, let me not ruin the surprise there. Let's take it in pieces. All right, so what was on top here is something, and you guys may have to help me with this. Thanatos, I'm glad you are here, brother, because you know me. This is something, it's a book called Kingdom Come by Mark Wade, I guess that's how you say his name, and Alex Ross. And this looks like an Alex Ross cover. But it is looks like it's some kind of DC book of some sort. Does anybody know about this that can maybe tell me what the deal is with this? Because I don't know what this is. But it is a massively thick book. But definitely some Alex Ross artwork here. This is cool. You know me in DC. I don't know much about it, but oh, it's actually what is this? A graphic novel. That's cool. I have no clue who these characters are. There's like an old Superman, so at least I know Superman. I didn't know Superman got old. John's Comics with Kids says, it's DC, send it back. All right, what does it say? It's a 4-part mini-series. One of the greatest covers. You'll like the story. Cool, cool. Basically, it's DC's superhuman apocalypse. Got it. Cool. Yeah, so this guy, his name is actually Big Will. Yeah, Big Will sent this to me. He reached out to me maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. He sent me an email and he was like, hey, I watched the channel. Is it okay if I send you an AOK? And, you know, I've gotten more comfortable with accepting AOKs, and so he sent this to me, and like I was just saying a moment, it doesn't matter if it was a sketch, it doesn't matter if it's a book. I appreciate it all because you don't have to do anything. I never expect anything from anybody in terms of gifts, but when they come, I definitely appreciate them, and you can never go wrong with some Alex Ross here. This guy's rocking a bondage look back here. I don't know what's going on with that, but okay, cool. All right. Inappropriate. John's Comics with Kids says he actually owns that trade. It's a good book, solid. Yeah, Kingpin Comics. Basically, we've unboxed a piece of artwork from another YouTuber that was an AOK, and then this whole box is an AOK. I have a stack of stuff that's building up next to me, and so I wanted to try to jump online to do a quick video for you guys, or a live stream to unbox some of this stuff that's kind of stacking up next to me. And Brett, you are correct. You can never go wrong with Alex Ross. His YouTube videos are incredible. I've never been more intrigued to listen to some dude talk about paint and paper. The way, like, if you listen to this guy, he makes paint sound like it is the most fascinating thing ever. And the same thing with paper, where he's talking about like the weight of the paper and how it absorbs the ink. I'm like, dude, I am enthralled by how much detail you are putting into paper and paint. And the guy, he showed up at a Comic-Con, I think it was New York Comic-Con, in a shirt and tie. When was the last time you saw an artist in a shirt and tie? And someone said he looked like a high school principal, but it's a different look, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, Kingpin Comics talk about Bob Ross. Bro, Alex Ross, Thanatos, Alex Ross's YouTube videos are awesome. They are very short. They might be maybe 2 minutes. They're a little too short. Like, I want to hear more. And he doesn't have, I don't think, a ton of videos, but they're really short. And I would want to hear more about like his mindset and his thinking and how he approaches it, instead of these very, very short clips. But I would definitely encourage you to check it out. And Kingpin Comics is joking. Do you think that Alex Ross and Bob Ross are related? I only bring that up because somebody literally the other day said to me that Stan Lee and Jim Lee were related. Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy. So I just saw this book in someone else's video, I think today. That's awesome. So this, wow. This is Lady Death, Gallery #1. Death Crawler Platinum Edition from Coffin Comics. This is awesome, and it is signed by Brian Pluido. I don't know how you say Brian's last name. This is a 9.8 white pages. That is awesome. I literally just saw this cover in someone's video earlier today. That is awesome. This is the like a homage to Spider-Man #1 back in the day, right? This is awesome. I don't know much about Lady Death, to be honest with you, so I need to do some research on that. But I literally just saw this in someone else's video, because you've got the 666 here in the air box over here. I mean, this is crazy. Candy Grandman is saying, did it get Todd McFarlane's consent? Kingpin Comics, brother, I'm gonna tell you a joke in a second about that. Oh man, that is an awesome cover. So someone, Whitewell Comics, welcome to the chat, brother. It's good to see you. That's awesome. Let's see what else he sent over. Let's see what this one is. Oh man, these are cool. These are cool. I'm gonna have to do some research on these. So this one is the same thing. This is Lady Death Gallery #1. This is the gold edition, and of course it's a Spider-Man #1 cover swipe. It is also a 9.8 white pages, and it is also signed. This is cool. Signature is right there. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you can see that. This is cool. Yeah, I think in the video I was watching, there was Evil Ernie, and I think it was also about Lady Death. I don't know much about them, so I need to do a little bit of research on that. But this is awesome. Two awesome signed 9.8 cover swipes of Amazing Spider-Man #1. We've got the gold edition and we've got the platinum edition. That is awesome. Both of these are signed. Very cool, very cool. And that's awesome. Again, you know, when people send me things, I absolutely appreciate it. It gives me an opportunity to acknowledge, you know, the many people that subscribe to the channel, that watch the channel, that comments on the channel. So it's very cool when somebody takes the time to send this to me. So John's Comics with Kids says, it's a sweet pair of books. Tony Sanders says, it is a nice cover homage. You are absolutely right. So this live stream was all about just unboxing a couple of AOKs that have arrived for me. I hope to go live on Friday and maybe Saturday. I have a stack of books, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, that are kind of accumulating to the right of me that have been coming in. And so I hope to be able to share those books with you guys soon. So new slabs for the wall of truth. So Kingpin Comics just said I shouldn't let the wife see those. What's funny is that someone sent me an AOK, and the AOK was broken into two sections. It was almost like the section you can open live on a live stream, and then there was the don't open this bundle on a live stream. So somebody sent me some really cool books that should not be viewed on a live stream when you don't know who's actually watching. So, but I did end up telling the wife about those particular books because I wanted her to know that they were a gift and I didn't necessarily buy those books. So, all right, so let's do a quick recap and then we'll get into the chat here a little bit more. So, I talked about the contest. I finally reached 1,000 subs, and I'm definitely appreciative for everybody who has subscribed to the channel, who comments, who watches these videos. We exceeded 1,000 subs, and I think as of this moment, we are sitting at 1,114 subs. So thank you guys for that. And in recognition of exceeding 1,000 subs, I decided to do a contest. And this contest is basically me giving cash back to the community for creating videos and for entering the contest. And I think it's been like five or six guys have entered the contest so far, and I'm very appreciative to every one of those guys that entered the contest. And I've set up a playlist of those videos. My contest was one question: why do you collect comics? And I got this idea from my philosophy class in college, where my professor, we had a final, and the final was one question: what is philosophy? That was the only question. And I think I wrote like 30 pages double spaced or something like that, like a composition notebook, like 30 pages. I got an A in that class. And it was a really fun experiment, I think, for my professor to throw out a very simple question to see where people would take it. And so when I thought about this contest, I was paying homage to my philosophy teacher, where I threw out a very simple question of why do you collect comics? And I wanted to see where guys would go. And the guys that have responded have gone really deep, and I've been very impressed with the quality and the honesty and the vulnerability to some degree that people have expressed in their videos. It has been really amazing to watch each and every one of the videos, and I've watched every one of them from start to finish because I think it's great content. I really do. And so, you know, I wanted to do this thing because I think that such heartfelt videos will speak to someone out there. The messages that the respondents are delivering will resonate with somebody and will prompt somebody to record their own video, to make a new friend, to comment on a video, to buy a new book, to start collecting comics, whatever it is. I think that if you put out good stuff, that good stuff is going to have an impact on someone in some way. And so I want to thank you guys for those of you that have responded, who have done those wonderful entries, like White Whale Comics, Tony Sanders, John's Comics with Kids. You guys are definitely killing the game. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Oh shoot, We Love Comics is here. We're gonna wrap this stream up real quick. We're gonna wrap it up. Chris, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you as always. RB3 is saying my wife is a secret subscriber to my channel. Candy Grand Man says, sound the alarm, because Chris from We Love Comics is here. It's time to shut it down. Chris is here. Chris, it's good to see you, brother, as always. So we're going to do a recap for those that arrive late, and by those of you that arrive late, I mean Chris, because he typically arrives late. So we're going to do a recap of some awesome AOKs that have come to me from some awesome people out there in the community. Chris says, can you feel the love? Brother, if we didn't like you, we wouldn't joke with you, and you already know that. So one of the very first AOKs that I received is from a fellow YouTuber, Tony Sanders. Awesome guy, putting out awesome content, and he's doing it with his kid, which is something I like. I can't wait for my kids to get older so I can, like John's comics with kids, maybe I can do something with my kids. We'll see whether they are receptive to that as they get a little bit older. But I received a wonderful piece of artwork from a self-taught artist. And I've said this before, I don't have an artistic bone in my body, right? I can put together an awesome outfit. I can put together an awesome workout outfit where I can coordinate everything and it'll be tight, but I cannot put pen to paper to draw. But I'm looking at this sketch featuring some awesome characters, featuring Spider-Man and some awesome characters from his universe. There's Doc Ock, there's Electro, Sandman, Rhino, Mysterio, the Shocker. And it's just cool stuff. We got the spider sense tingling up there. This is an awesome sketch. Tony, brother, I appreciate you sending this to me. This actually means a lot that you would put pencil to paper and then actually send this to me. I got the box, and I was like, this is super light. It's a big box and it's super light. Like, what is inside of here? Now I know. I appreciate you, brother. So thank you for that. So we'll have to find some room on the wall here to put that up. The next thing that I received was a gift from a guy by the name of Big Wheel. He's a subscriber to the channel. He sent me a couple of things, including Kingdom Come, which I've come to understand is a 4-part, I think, story from DC, which, you know, I know nothing about, but this is supposed to be like the superhuman apocalypse in DC. So this thing is really cool, featuring some Alex Ross artwork and a guy back here in bondage. But this is a pretty cool book. It's a very thick book. I hope to be able to read it and check it out because this thing looks to be pretty cool. So Big Will, if you're watching, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And then inside of there, Big Will also sent me a couple of 9.8 signed CBCS books. He sent me Lady Death #1 from Coffin Comics. This is a homage to Spider-Man #1. Very cool cover here. And we've got a signature right up here in the top. So that's definitely cool. And then he also sent over to me the gold edition as well. Both of which are signed. Both of which, of course, are homages to Spider-Man #1. And a really cool backside here. Coffin Comics. So some cool stuff. And like I was saying before, I absolutely appreciate it when people take the time to actually send me something. This guy, he spent a nice chunk of money sending this thing to me and wrote, "Do not crush and fragile" on the box. So the box arrived perfectly safe. So let's recap here real quick and see what's going on here. Kingpin's Comics is telling me to read Kingdom Come and Blackest Nights. I actually have a couple of Blackest Nights in a box that I think I got from Comics with Bueller. I think I won those as part of my my contest. White Whale Comics is saying that Kingdom Come is definitely worth it. And DS Comics is saying a cool sketch on the back cover. Yeah, definitely a cool the back side of this thing is definitely kind of cool. It's very different. And what did someone say there about? Chris is saying don't look at Lady Death's backside. And Thanatos, which one? Are you talking about Blackest Night? Talking about breaking out Blackest Night and reading it again from scratch? You guys are hilarious. Definitely some cool stuff. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, Geeky GMT, how you doing, brother? J Biz, is good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Special attention. You guys are hilarious. All right, so I wanted to keep this short. As I mentioned earlier in this thing, my younger sister is actually in town, and so I want to spend a little bit of time with her before I have to get myself in bed. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me a little bit tonight. Tony Sanders, Big Will, Thank you guys for the AOKs. I absolutely appreciate you guys. I also appreciate every single person that joined this chat to hang out with me just a little bit. I appreciate any thumbs up that you leave on this video. I appreciate a lot. Have you noticed that? There's a lot of appreciation that is going on right now. But seriously, I appreciate you guys leaving the thumbs up, and thank you for hanging out with me just a little bit tonight. As I mentioned, I hope to be able to go live tomorrow. I've got a stack of books next to me that I want to kind of break through, and I may do it as part of my what did I buy with my eBay bucks. There's several books over here that I think are really cool that I actually bought with my eBay bucks. So maybe we'll unbox all of that stuff tomorrow. I hope to be able to go live maybe around 7:30, 8 o'clock or so. So look for that. And if you guys haven't checked out my last couple of videos, you might want to do that. I have a pretty awesome haul that I had an opportunity to participate in last weekend. It is What Was Uncle Thinking is the series. It's pretty cool, so if you get a chance, check that out. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am going to go now.